The first Iowa State Fair was held in 1854 in Fairfield, and for the next 31 years it moved to different locations all over the state, until it found a permanent home here on the east side of Des Moines in 1886. Some of the State Fair history is on display at the Fair Museum for anyone to see, but we're going into a part of the museum to explore the State Fair Vault. Okay, this really isn't at the fairgrounds. Instead, we're in the basement of the State Historical Society in Des Moines, where State Fair artifacts dating back to 1873 are stored in a climate-controlled environment that's a lot cooler than the fairgrounds. Ribbons, badges, and passes have been a part of the State Fair since the earliest days. Here's a sampling. You have a gatekeeper ribbon, then you have a superintendent of gates, then you have a marshal, but you also have a second assistant marshal and a third assistant marshal. Oh, and then here's my favorite, the assistant superintendent for sheep and hogs. Regardless how you arrived at the fair, parking has always been an issue. But in 1887, if you had one of these passes, you could get your horse-drawn carriage through the gate into the VIP parking lot. The State Fair has always honored war veterans, and if you were a Civil War veteran in 1887 like B.F. Johnson, you could have attended the State Fair for free with this pass. And that same year, 1887, if B.F. Johnson had picked up one of these passes, he could have gotten a free meal while he was at the fair. It's always hot at the fair, and this 1957 sun helmet kept the crime-fighting State Fair police cool, although it's a little unclear how DeKalb Seeds was involved. About 100 years ago, Blanche Haxton Fights probably spent the last of her fair money buying this 1904 souvenir shell. I doubt if it's worth much, but I'll bet if you held it to your ear, you'd hear fair memories that should never be forgotten. In short, the history of the Iowa State Fair is a tale of non-stop fun, from the opening parade until the last ribbon is awarded. And now you know where some of that fun is stored.